So why am I jumping on a mini trampoline? I'm doing it for my lymphatic flow. I mean, it's building white blood cells, it's shaking up my system, it's bringing nourishment to all of my cells. Why do I do block therapy every single day religiously? And while we're at it, the lift for microcurrent and the ANMA. It comes down to one vital system in our body called the lymphatic system. All of these things stimulate lymphatic flow. The lymph is a system that runs in the body. You can see it right here. These little green nodules that look like edamame are actually lymphatic kind of glands, and it collects fluid that the body doesn't feel is useful for the system, and it pushes it through the lymphatic pathways to the heart, where the heart processes the garbage out and we eliminate it. Our skin is a reflection of the toxicity in our system. And a lot of times when women come to me, they start to notice they're getting older. And this getting older is represented in a dullness of the skin and a lack of vibrancy, but also a puffiness. It's as though we're responding to allergy season more severely, or we are holding on to last night's, happy hour with the girls a little bit longer. And why does this happen? Well, we're going to track it back to lifestyle. Many girls that come to see me are in their mid-20s to 35. And this kind of classification, usually the leading cause of aging is going to be oxidative stress and lipid peroxidation. But what we're also seeing is confined lymph. And this is because in their lifestyle, they're either at a computer or picking up children, or worst case, both. And all of this requires the body to be in positions it's not normally supposed to be in. We're not maintaining the best posture when we're lifting children up or taking all the groceries in at one time. So it starts to reflect in the face by over-tense neck muscles, trapezius muscles, and trapped lymphatic fluid. So what can you do? There are so many things you can do. And one thing, like I was just doing, is that mini trampoline. I absolutely love to kind of get my system going and moving. But if I have fascial adhesions, that lymph is going to hit a roadblock and it's going to impede that flow, and I'm going to get kind of a swelling in the face. So what you can do is you can look up Block Therapy by Deanna Hansen. This is an amazing tool that the earlier you start this, the better you will age. These blocks are created to decompress fascia and to create a better movement and mobility. She has a 21-day posture reset program that I am seeing changes the body as well as the face. If that's not something you're willing to commit to yet, I love the ANMA. The ANMA is a versatile tool, and I'm going to show you a quick way that you can kind of decompress some fascia if you have the tool right now. I call this the spine of the unit, and we're going to take the spine of the unit and we're going to put it up right underneath the ear. And this is kind of where the sternocleidomastoid kind of attaches to the occiput or to the skull. And we're going to press in there, and you're going to bring your elbow in towards your rib cage, and you're just going to hold and press your head into it. Another thing you can do is, if this gets fatiguing, you could set your elbow on a desk and do this even while you're working at your computer. This starts to melt the tissue and create an opening and kind of reorganizing the fascial kind of fibers. Fascia should look almost like a spider web, just kind of delicate. But as we start to do continuous habitual things that the body is trying to compensate for the weight of the head and the body, that fascia gets thicker like a rope. And so what we're doing now is we're kind of going in and we're compressing the rope-like fascia to create it to be more fluid and flexible and release that. So as we do this, we want to hold it about 30 seconds. And when you're done, you're just going to simply take the fingers of that ANMA and warm up that tissue, always kind of warming it up. You can go underneath to the collarbone. And if you feel like you're really particularly congested, go ahead and just press. So I press the spine right underneath the collarbone, and I hold and I kind of push down in that area. And I would do that as well for about 3 minutes, kind of holding in this area. Then you're going to do the next side and flush it through. If you're fortunate enough and you do have microcurrent, this is when you'd want to use your lift, because we've removed the roadblocks for the lymphatic flow. Now we want to stimulate lymphatic flow. The lymph system is really contingent upon muscle movement. So when you use the lift on the lifting program of your microcurrent unit, you're creating miniature contractions within the face. So simply by holding the probe in this area and then flushing, you'll start to get back that jawline that you're missing or wanting to see. Lastly, you can always use the rebounder. I think that's one of the greatest, most fun ways to exercise and to kind of get everything processing. If you have any questions for me and you want to post them in the comments below, I genuinely love answering them. I do it personally, so sometimes I don't get to it as fast as I can, but I do put a lot of time in my answers and do it the best that I can. If you like this video, please pass it to a friend, because subscribers are always great on YouTube. And till my next video, I wish you all happy skin days.